This is a live broadcast from Finland. Journalists from all over the world have responded to this unprecedented announcement. An announcement literally saying, due to the current economic crisis, Santa Claus and his organization have called for a press conference with the media during which, but there goes Santa Claus. He's going to open up the press conference. Let's listen live to what he's going to say.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for coming. We've decided to call this press conference because, due to the world economic situation, we are forced to announce that we cannot comply with our traditional task of fulfilling the dreams of the children around the world. First thing tomorrow morning, we shall go to the Finnish courts. We are going to ask for authorization to maintain the salaries and medical benefits of all our DOMA employees. We shall also comply with certain financial commitments. It is also our intention to meet the commitments we have already acquired with our outstanding customers, even though it may not be possible to do so for all of them. Our current liquidity dictates that we can only respond to letters received until today, i.e. the 15th of December. We will be unable to accept any letters by post as of now. In an attempt to avoid this outcome, we had spoken to the Finnish government and to other administrations where Christmas is still an important holiday. But because of their own crises, they were unable to do anything. They are all aware of our current debt, which is 12,300 million euros. Unstable oil prices, the movement of the base rates, but mainly the lack of access to credit have made it impossible for us to meet our current commitments. I would also like to say that it is my wish, and the wish of my collaborators here present, that we have drawn up a plan to discuss this situation and to resolve it from a creative point of view. It will be made available to you at the end of the press conference. So, if anyone has any questions.
Good evening. For the United Kingdom, you told analysts 3 months ago that the situation was under control and tradition would continue to promote your activity.
Yes, but first of all, we are not obliged to talk to analysts, since from the outset we decided not to be quoted on the stock exchange. What we did at that time was to volunteer a forecast of what we saw as our situation in the future. But no one, not even the most expert analysts in all the world, were able to foresee the current economic climate.
Have you talked to the three wise men about that already? Do you know whether they are in the same situation? And what is with the rumor about you going into the partnership to have presents only the 20th of December?
our relationship with the three wise men has always been good and cordial. But we do understand that they have decided to unilaterally cut costs in the territories where they operate. They are reducing the costs of their infrastructure, camels, pages, etc., etc. Although I must say that before we finally declare ourselves bankrupt, we do have a meeting pending with them. I don't know whether they will all be there, but certainly Melchior, who is their spokesman, will be.
What can you tell us about the main lines of your plan?
Well, the plan is a plan which tries to resolve our current situation from a creative approach. Desperate situations call for desperate measures. Our idea is that anywhere where anybody can, in fact, adopt my disguise and take my role, then they should do so without fear of the consequences. Parents, husbands, brothers, grandfathers, they could all take on my role, and in this way we will be able to fulfill the dreams of children throughout the world. I know how tough this job can be, but again, it's about fulfilling the dreams of the children.
Don't you think people will be afraid of having to pay for royalties for that? What's with your image rights?
I was just coming to that. In an unprecedented step, I, personally, and my collaborators here with me today, have decided to waive all my audio and visual rights for my world-famous greeting, ho, ho, ho. So, in order to make our plan feasible and make it happen, we will not charge for anybody who uses that greeting during the period when they are giving presents to the children. Well, I think now we have answered enough questions. The plan will be available to you as you leave the press conference.
Obama called you?
Yeah, Mrs. Santa.
President-elect Obama has in fact got in touch with us. He is very worried about the Americans who have not yet sent.
We have listened to the words of Santa Claus live from Finland. The message is clear. He declares his organization bankrupt and urges parents to take part in the solution. An eccentric solution, but also Santa said, a solution that will help fulfill children's dreams.